Hi, today I would like to discuss about the left-hand fingering optimization using Fernando Sor's famous Study in B minor as the example. In most cases, the finger arrangement labeled on the published scores are indeed recommendable, but that should not deprive your opportunity of independent thinking, and the marked fingerings on the scores are not complete anyway. They usually only appear at some particular measures, and occasionally they may even contain errors. The version of the piece I have here is from Christopher Parkening guitar method. Let's take a look together to see whether we can find room to further optimize the left-hand fingering. Please note the transition between measure 5 and 6. The fingering labeled here is quite common. Let's see whether there can be better option. Did you notice the finger 2? After pressing A sharp, has to immediately shift to the next string to note D. Consequently, the previous note A sharp will have to be silenced abruptly. So, as an option, I personally recommend the following fingering. Now, the A sharp will not be silenced. One more time. One more time. There are other cases like this in this piece, maybe 4 or 5. Let's continue. Measure 17. There are similar cases between measure 17 and 24. The common fingering is likely like this. Again, the finger 2 must take care of 2 consequent notes on different strings, A sharp and D. So, again, the first A sharp will be silenced too early. My recommendation here is a little more complicated than the first case, like this. One more time. The reason of this one being more complicated is I use finger 1 to help finger 2 by taking over the note A sharp, but only shortly. It will have to give the position of A sharp back to finger 2, because finger 1 has its own job to do, which is the barring position. So there's a little extra maneuver in between, which needs additional control from your mind. It will need a little exercise. One more time. One more time. Repeat measure 17 to 24. measure 25 to 32. Myself don't have issues here, yet. Now we start from measure 33. Between measure 37 and 38, we can find the same situation as case 1. Measure 41. Here are two cases of finger reservation here. The idea is to keep the fingers which are responsible for early notes move first. Because their jobs are done, they can head for the next position, and then let the fingers which are responsible for the later lingering notes move as late as possible. They will shift at second step. Reserve, reserve. Reserve, reserve. So, the hand shifting process is divided into two, but each one becomes a simpler task because fewer fingers are involved. Isn't it interesting? We still can dig out several necessary fingering improvements from such short and concise study piece, which has relatively simpler rhythm and texture than those big pieces. And this is only about left-hand fingering. We haven't touched the subject of right-hand arrangement yet. As you can see, independent thinking is of critical importance to the effectiveness of exercise.